Are balance transfers the financial life hack your wallet has been waiting for? Or are they the credit card industry's most beautifully disguised trap? Because right now, millions of Americans are shuffling billions of dollars in debt from card to card, convinced they've cracked the code, and some of them are absolutely right, while others are digging themselves into a hole with a 0% shovel. Here's the setup. You're carrying, say, $6,000 on a card, charging you 22% interest, watching hundreds of dollars evaporate every year just in interest alone, and then an envelope arrives offering you 0% for 18 months. It feels like the bank made a mistake, like you found a cheat code in a video game that was clearly never meant for you. But the banks didn't make a mistake. They're playing a longer game than you are, and the math is engineered in their favor with surgical precision. The balance transfer is essentially a bet. They're wagering that your behavior, your optimism, and your human tendency to procrastinate will cost you more than that 0% window ever saved you. The promise was electric when these offers exploded in popularity. Through the 2000s and into the 2010s, financial media called it smart debt management. And honestly, for disciplined borrowers, it genuinely was. But somewhere between the promotional period ending and real life happening, the dream quietly curdled for a staggering number of people who never paid it down in time. Studies show that roughly half of balance transfer users don't fully pay off their balance before the promotional period ends, at which point the deferred interest or the new high rate hits like a freight train you forgot was coming. The psychological trap is seductive. 0% feels like a pause button on your debt problem, when really it's just changing the soundtrack while the clock keeps ticking. Behavioral economists call this present bias. We dramatically overvalue today's relief against tomorrow's consequence, which is why the brain treats a 0% offer as solved before you've paid a single dollar. You feel the win before you've earned it, and that emotional accounting is exactly what the industry is counting on. The transfer fee alone, typically 3 to 5% of the balance moved, means you're paying $50 to $300 upfront just to access the 0% rate, which isn't 0% at all. It's a discounted rate dressed in white. Now, contrast that with someone who does the actual math, creates a fixed monthly payment plan, automates it, and walks out 18 months later debt-free. That person genuinely won. Historically, consumers who treat balance transfers as a strategic tool rather than a financial pressure valve see real results. But the key word there is strategy, not survival mode. The irony is that the people most likely to qualify for the best balance transfer offers are often the people who need them the least, because credit scores gate access to the good deals. The misconception most people carry is that a balance transfer fixes debt. It doesn't. It relocates it. And location doesn't determine destination, behavior does. If the spending habit that created the debt is still running in the background, the new card just becomes the next victim. So here's the actionable layer. If you're gonna do a balance transfer, you calculate the payoff amount divided by the number of months in the promotional period, and you automate that exact payment before you touch anything else. You treat the new card like a ticking device, not a fresh start, because the moment you charge something new to it, you've lost the plot entirely. The historical lesson from every debt cycle, personal or macro, is that instruments of relief become instruments of ruin when used without structure. Moderate risk is fine, optimism is fine, but the process has to be boring, painfully, deliberately, unsexy, boring, or the tool turns on you. At its philosophical core, the balance transfer question isn't really about interest rates. It's about whether you trust yourself to execute a plan under zero external pressure. Discipline isn't what you have when the stakes are high. It's what you practice when they feel low. And a 0% period is the lowest stakes environment debt has ever offered you. If you go in clear-eyed, fee-aware, with a written payoff schedule and no new charges on that card, a balance transfer is one of the most powerful short-term debt tools available to the everyday consumer. And if you don't, well, the bank will send you another offer next year, because they already know how this ends. Whether you pay it off or stumble, what matters most is that you went in with a rational plan, sized your commitment to what you can actually execute, and didn't let hope substitute for math. Comfort with the outcome comes from preparation, not from optimism. And if you're ready to take that same disciplined mindset into building real wealth, not just managing debt, check out our links in the description below, where we can help you get started, whether in real estate investing, home contracting work, or finding the right lenders for your next move.